So I know you are pretty curious about Genova and this whole new way to search the web.
It's pretty wild, yeah.
We're going to do a serious deep dive into just how Genova is, changing things up, going way beyond what we're used to with those, traditional search engines. Even some of the AI ones.
Yeah.
Like ChatGPT and Perplexity. You ever get frustrated when you're, trying to find some information?
Yeah.
And it's just outdated. Like when you're, trying to buy concert tickets or trying to get in on a flash sale. But then you realize the info's already hours old.
Yeah.
Genova's all about, solving that.
Yeah. It's crazy how much we rely on search, every day.
Yeah.
And we just run into these walls all the time with old information. Traditional search engines they just weren't built for information that changes so quickly. And even though we have these new AI tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity, which have been pretty impressive, they're still mostly working with data that's already been collected. It's stored somewhere. Yeah. So a lot of times you end up getting like yesterday's news, literally.
Yeah. It's like reading last week's newspaper to figure out what's going on right now. But Genova's doing something totally different with this real-time web search feature.
Right, exactly. Imagine you're trying to, research a new gadget or something. You want to see the reviews, compare prices, check the specs, maybe even see what people are saying in those, user forums.
Yeah.
With Genova, you can get all of that all in one place and updated live.
Wait, hold on. Real-time web search. So you're telling me that it's constantly, scouring the web for every single search?
Pretty much, yeah. It uses this thing called real-time web scraping. You can think of it like an army of, these super fast digital assistants. They're all working together to gather up all the latest information from all sorts of sources all at the same time. So for your gadget example, it would be pulling in reviews from, those trusted tech review sites. It would be checking prices across all the different retailers, grabbing the specs right from the manufacturer's website, even scanning through all the relevant discussions happening on tech forums. And all at the same time.
Wow, that sounds really thorough, but doesn't all that scraping take, a lot of time?
Yeah, it does add a few seconds to your search. Yeah, usually somewhere around 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
But you're getting information that's up to 95% more current than those solutions that are using, old data.
Wow.
It's kind of like waiting a few extra seconds for a gourmet meal instead of just nuking a frozen dinner.
I get what you mean. So it's this trade-off, right? A few seconds for much more accurate and up-to-date information, especially when it comes to information that, really is time-sensitive. Those few seconds could make a big difference. I know I'd personally wait a bit longer to make sure I'm getting, the best price or the very latest news.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just about speed either. Genova actually goes beyond just gathering the information. It understands what it finds. Yeah. It does this using this thing called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG.
RAG. That sounds kind of cool. What's that all about?
Imagine you have this super powered research assistant, right? And they can just read and understand these huge amounts of data. We're talking documents with hundreds of thousands of words.
Oh, wow.
That's what RAG does for Genova. It uses these clever techniques like vector embeddings, which basically means it gets the meaning behind the words, not just the words themselves.
So even if a document doesn't have the exact, phrase that I'm searching for, Genova can still find the relevant information, right, based on, the actual concept.
Exactly. It's it's reading between the lines, connecting ideas, It can pull out insights even from these really complex documents. Nothing important gets missed.
Okay, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
So it's scraping the web live, and then it's using this RAG thing to actually understand and analyze all that information. What else can it do?
Well, this is where it gets even more interesting. Genova is also smart about choosing the best AI model for each specific task. It's like a conductor leading an orchestra. Each instrument is best suited for a certain type of music.
So it's not like a one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah.
Genova adapts to the content and my search to get me the best results.
Right, exactly. That's what makes Genova so powerful. It's not just getting newer information. It's about understanding that information, really deeply, and presenting it in a way that's actually helpful.
All right, this is all very impressive, but I'm ready for some real-world examples. Can you give me some concrete situations where all this comes together?
Absolutely. Let's say you're following a breaking news story. With a regular search, you're constantly refreshing the page, trying to, piece together what's going on from a bunch of different sources. It can be a real pain to stay updated. But with Genova, it's a whole new game.
Okay, so how's it different?
Imagine Genova's I guess your own personal news team. That's working just for you. It's constantly checking news agencies, official statements, verified social media, all that stuff, even like expert commentary, all in real time. It's like having this live feed of the most important things that are happening. It can give you those trust sites sometimes way before the mainstream news even catches up.
So you're not just getting the news faster, you're getting a more complete, I guess, understanding of what's happening as it's actually happening.
Yeah, exactly. And think about what that could mean for like planning a trip, flights, hotels, venues, all that stuff. It's all changing constantly. Genova can keep you, totally up to date.
No more like refreshing airline websites over and over, hoping for the price to drop, or showing up at a restaurant only to find out it's closed down.
Exactly. With Genova, you can track flight prices, see if a venue's changed their hours, even get, alerts about events going on during your trip, all in real time. And then there's those everyday online purchases.
You mean like trying to find the best deals?
Yeah, exactly. Think about how often you check prices online before you buy something. With Genova, you can be sure you're getting the best deal because it's constantly comparing prices across like tons of different retailers, no more outdated info or missing out on a sale because you weren't looking at the right time.
Okay, so whether it's staying up on the news, planning a trip, or making sure I'm getting the best price on those new shoes, Genova has got my back with those real-time updates.
Yeah, and it goes even further than that. Think about research, like for work, a personal project, or even just, out of curiosity. Genova can really change the game there.
You're telling me it can handle more than just, basic web searches?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The cool thing here is that it can analyze those really complex documents, too, like, research papers, technical manuals, even those crazy long discussion forums. Imagine you're a student or a researcher, right? And you can easily understand all that information from those really dense academic papers.
Yeah.
Without, getting bogged down in all the details.
So it'd be like having a research assistant who could read through all that stuff and highlight like the most important part.
Exactly. Or imagine you're in a business meeting and you need to quickly understand like a competitor's new strategy document.
Yeah.
But it's hundreds of pages long. Genova could give you the key takeaways in just minutes.
Okay, now I'm seeing like the real power of this. It's not just about finding the information. It's about understanding it, like quickly and easily. That would be so valuable in so many situations.
But this all sounds pretty technical, right? Is this only for like the tech-savvy people out there?
Not at all. It's designed to be, super user-friendly.
Well,
anyone can use it.
So it's just as easy to use as, Google or Bing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But with all the power of real-time information and the AI analysis, it's kind of like comparing like a basic calculator to a really powerful computer. Both can do math, but one just, has so much more you can do with it.
I like that analogy. It's taking something we're all familiar with, searching for info, and giving it this boost with the, cutting edge AI.
Yeah, exactly. And, the comparison to like the early iPhone is pretty spot on. Remember how the iPhone totally changed mobile phones? It brought together all these existing pieces in this really user-friendly way.
Like how it combined the touchscreen, the internet, apps, all in this one, easy to use device. Exactly. Genova's doing something similar for AI. It's taking all the best AI models and putting them into a platform that anyone can use. You don't have to be, a programmer or anything.
So you don't have to be a tech whiz to use it. You can just enjoy the benefits of all that AI stuff.
Right. Exactly. And just like the App Store, it opened up this whole world of apps and services. Genova has the potential to do the same thing for AI. Imagine developers creating these specialized AI tools, all built on top of Genova's real-time abilities.
It's like opening up this whole new set of possibilities for how we use information.
It really is.
It's exciting to think about, what those innovations might look like.
Absolutely. That's what makes all of this so interesting. We're really just at the beginning of figuring out what Genova can do.
Okay, so we've talked about the tech behind it, the different things it can do, and just, the possibilities for the future. But for someone who's just hearing about Genova for the first time, what's the bottom line? What's the big deal here?
It really comes down to this. Genova wants to give you knowledge. Like, it's like having, a research assistant, a fact checker, and someone who spots all the trends all rolled into one. And when you have that knowledge, you can make, smarter decisions, whether you're researching something to buy, planning a trip, or just trying to, stay ahead of the game.
It's almost like a superpower. Being able to, cut through all the noise and get right to the truth.
Yeah, I guess in a way it is. We're constantly hit with so much information these days. It's hard to figure out what's real and what's fake, what's, still relevant. Genova helps you kind of navigate through all that and make sense of it.
So you're not saying it replaces critical thinking, right?
Yeah.
It's more like it helps you think better.
Right, exactly. It gives you the tools to, really analyze and understand information in a deeper way.
And that's what's so exciting about Genova. It's not just for, finding information. It's for like understanding the world around us.
Yeah.
In a more informed way. So here's the question I want to leave everyone with. How could Genova change your life? How could you use this real-time knowledge to do things better, whether it's for your job, your personal life, or even just, learning new things? I really want to encourage everyone to go check out Genova and see for yourself. You can find it at www.genova.ai.
This is just the start of like a whole new era for searching the web. It's not just about static information anymore. It's dynamic. It's always changing. And Genova is at the forefront of all that, helping us all be more informed, more efficient, and I guess more connected to what's going on.
So go ahead, try it out, and see what Genova can do for you. Until next time, keep those questions coming.